Previously on Little Brother.
No drama this season.
All
family.
We're just gonna chill. Yeah, just family vibes.
So you're just gonna start lining up the back right now.
I know.
Old rivals are still upset.
Like, I don't have to win this game at all. I just don't want Alex to outlast me.
Old allies talk again.
Like, nominating two people off top would suck. But like I told Days, I'm not going to nominate either of you guys.
The winners are a hot topic.
I feel like other players are going to try to attack and eliminate people who have won previous games.
So the winners think of a possible alliance.
I agree.
This first week will be one of us on the block. If it's not one of us winning, I think it's one of us on the block. Because it's just like they don't want winners to win.
Yeah, and I think that we should at least like try to stick together for a little bit.
But I mean, if they're all saying, let's work together, what am I going to say? No. So I agreed.
But there are some doubters.
But now I'm scared that an alliance with the all winners is not a good idea.
An all-women's alliance possibly takes shape.
This kind of reminds me of the cookout a little bit.
Okay, that's what I was thinking too.
But the communication could be lacking.
I know you like Fang guy, huh?
No, it's mine.
Who said that?
Me.
I ain't like how she came at me like, oh, you like working with Fan Guy, huh?
Leanna won the first HOH of the season.
Leanna, you
Well
are
done.
the first
That was one
HOH, Leanna.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Tonight, Leanna's HOH starts to take shape.
All right, so if you won the HOH, who would you gonna put up?
Yeah, Leanna came in real hot.
Was you approached by any other people trying to make an alliance or wanted to work with you? If you can take players, loyal, snake, or biggest threat, who would they be? I mean, I have a lot of dirt on a lot of people.
Why not Dazed? Is he on the table?
I mean, everybody wanted Days out. So I just don't want to do other people work. If you want him up, you have to win HOH.
Who will be the first two nominees? Find out tonight on Little Brother.
I only got a 20. I don't have
Okay.
$1. Big bills only.
It's the champ, y'all. It's the champ, y'all. If I told you how much stuff I had by me, you would laugh. I had a whole lot of shit in my vicinity.
That's what I did. I had a whole lot too, but I mean, some of the stuff I had to go run and get.
I had books, magazines,
I have books too.
Christmas ornaments, ashtrays,
Look at this. I still have Christmas.
beaners. I had bottles of various sizes. I was ready to go. And then he's like, an adult picture of yourself. And I'm like, is it on my phone or digital? Shit, I don't own one of those.
That was fun.
Are you excited? I'm so happy you won. I'm so excited for you.
I am. Yep. Because if I wouldn't have won, I think I would have went up. I mean, I'm gonna use this to my advantage. So see what I can get out of everybody. I don't know what to base base my decision on.
Yeah, what you thinking? I mean, I ain't trying to like pry for information. Like
I don't know. I mean, I gotta talk to everybody, of course.
So when Aspen tells me that Leanna was kind of pairing me and Aspen, it was imperative that when I talked to Leanna that I did not mention Aspen. Otherwise, had Aspen not told me that, I would have gone into that conversation with Leanna and probably pitched a 4 with me, Meg, Leanna, and Aspen. Because Aspen told me that, I left her name out of that conversation. Was that a mistake? I don't know. But I gotta trust my ally on this one. It'll be interesting. That's why I really don't think there's gonna be a big alliance.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just gonna come down to how each person feels about each other. But I feel good about you and Meg. I'll tell you that straight up, more than anyone else. Just because I think we all play similarly. Like we just stay true to our people, and if it screws us, then it screws us.
So how you feel about that?
How I feel about what?
That.
So I mean, I'm trying to put what happened with us behind us. As far as like your nomination, I wouldn't. Who you nominate? Who you want to nominate?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to be cool with everybody this season. So I'm trying not to bring too much baggage in with anybody. I feel like from where I'm sitting, he and I are even. He cost me the season, so I cost him the season. And now we're even. You know, he's a nice guy. He's charming. He's a cool guy. It's hard to trust him.
I know. Because he like flip-flops, so I know him and
Meg
is real close. Yeah.
I try to tell people trust is what you have in this game. Your word is what you have, so you have to do it because that's your currency. That's your money in this game is your integrity. If like, you know, I'll say this, like if you put two people up and you have a preference on who goes after you put them up or whatever, and we get a chance to talk in a group or whatever, or just in our chat for head of household maybe, you can talk to everyone. Let me know which way you want me to vote. I'm cool with that. I'll do that. I hope she's being legit with me because I'm being legit with her.
A lot of people gonna say exactly what they know I'm a HOH, so they're gonna say, "Oh, I won't work with you." I already know that, so I already know they're gonna say that, but I'm gonna make up some questions to ask each person.
Leanna is the first HOH of the season, and she will have to put 2 players up for eviction. But first, there are secret powers up for grabs. In fact, 2 of them have already been earned. The way for the players to earn these secret powers are they either be the volunteer that cannot be HOH, as we saw Days do in round 1. This is because if you're going to put yourself out there like that, why not get something for it? The other way a player can earn a secret power in the first 2 rounds is by being second place in the HOH competition. Why that? Because Big Brother has this reputation for people throwing challenges early in the game to not get blood on their hands, yada yada yada. Boring! So, if you get second place in an HOH, one of the first 2 HOHs, then you can also get a secret power.
Uh-oh. Because you were voted not to be able to be in the first 2 weeks, you get a power. Alright, cool. Bet. Let's see what I got. Choose one of the following: safety or stealth. Safety. Gotta take safety. No second guessing that. Secret veto. You can use this veto on yourself or someone else once in the first 4 rounds. Yes! Yeah, man. I mean, that wasn't my initial thought when volunteering. It wasn't until Fan Guy spoke up and, you know, put the spotlight on me saying, hey, he probably gets a power. I don't know. You're gonna figure out how to disguise it. Having the power is great. I love to have that safety that I wasn't expecting to have. But it's more about how do I not let people know about this? Because folks are going to be asking me, did you get a power? Did you get a power? So I'm going to have to think on that tonight, how I'm going to go about explaining it to folks. Too much to process right now. I just got a power that's going to keep me safe possibly for the next 4 weeks if I get my ass in trouble. So yeah, excited.
Because you got second place, you will get a power. I'm feeling like a villain, okay? So I can play Mrs. Nice Guy in front of everybody, but secretly I'm gonna be a villain, okay. So I'm feeling kind of good, feeling kind of spicy.
Well, I mean, you know Leanna, right? Like, because I'll be honest, I didn't watch that season, so I didn't see like, you know, how Leanna was. So that's the only person I really don't know.
She was quiet but like tactical, but it was hard to see that like playing the game with her. I didn't really notice how well she played until I watched.
Oh, so she's good.
I mean, I feel like I'm cool with her, but I think she also puts her like loss kind of on me from our season.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I didn't vote for her or anything, but when we were in jury, I was kind of like talking about how another player like deserved it more.
Okay. Watching her play in her own seasons, I think she's a very straightforward person, and I think she's very loyal. So I really wanted to take the opportunity to actually get to her first. I personally think that you're a very trustworthy person. I might not be for you, like you might not trust me as much, but I wanted to like put you first in terms of like requesting you first and just tell you like right off the bat, like I want to work with you and I want to see you go far regardless. So that's why. Yeah,
we've never had the opportunity to play before.
Never.
And, like, I mean, I've watched you play, obviously, right? And I know your style or what your style was, but I have no reason to not trust you because we've never actually gotten to play together. So you've never like done me dirty in any way, you know?
Exactly. And like if you did watch the seasons, and you said you did, so like if you look at it, the first season I had my number 1, which is Elizabeth, and in season 3 I had Nath. And this season, like for me, it's you because I like having people who are strategical, but also not like completely out there all the time, right? And I don't think you are out there. It's just that recent seasons, people put you out as this big bad, you know? But in my opinion, I think your personality works really well with like, just like dynamics, like no one will really see it coming. Like I don't want anyone to know that me and you are that tight, but that's how I kind of operate.
I never really verbally accepted it, but I definitely like was nodding and going along with it. And it's for sure something that I'm going to use and ride as long as I can. I've never really played with Alex, so I'm interested to see how that will go.
Hey, stranger.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I don't know, maybe I thought that the very first thing we would talk about was squashing beef or something like that, but no, the first thing he wanted to talk about was why I volunteered to not be the HOH. He didn't ask me about any potential powers, so that's good.
I wanted to ask you, why did you volunteer?
Good question. I know the responsibilities that come with being the first head of household, putting 2 people up, and I'm trying to come into this game with no preconceived ideas of how people are going to play and whatnot, and I felt that if I was HOH, I would be basing my decision on past interactions, and I didn't want to do that because it's in the past, you know.
I feel like the drama is about to start much sooner than everybody thinks.
Count me out of it. I don't want any part of the drama this season.
Are you sure? We can't just have one argument for old time's sake.
I mean, I don't know if I have the energy for that. I mean, I'm sure at some point I will get into an argument with somebody.
With me. I mean, I already knew, like, when he nominated himself that he wanted to basically stand back from, like, the spotlight. I don't think that the game is going to go the way he wants it to go, though. So, like, I know for a fact he's going to be involved in drama very soon.
Yeah.
I'm real excited.
Yeah, no, me too. This will be fun. Fun fact, I was debating between requesting a one-on-one with 2 people, you and Leanna, because I haven't met Leanna like in any context, and I wanted to talk to you because I really want to work with you this season, like genuinely. I watched the battle back because of course I did, and you're funny, you're funny, and I had a good time when we were working together very briefly when we were
literally here for the laughs. I'm here to get us the ratings.
I know, and I like it. I'm interested to make some new inroads, for example, with you. And, I wanted to talk to people I've never met, like Leanna. I was lucky enough, I didn't talk to Nick ever before, but I got him in one of my, day one pre-made chats, so I at least got to have that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Deleon isn't the kind of person who really wants a strong one-on-one alliance like I was kind of hoping for. Like, I tried to push it forward 2 or 3 times in the chat, and he just kind of let it sit there. So, but let's be honest. I have a great track record of picking my early game people that I really want to work with, because that always works out so well.
Last time we played in that game together, we didn't like get to talk really. So what do you think about the game so far?
So far, I don't know. Like, I came in with some assumptions of how things would go based off of our last game. I assumed Mike and Fan Guy would be going back and forth like they were last time, but I'm surprised to see that they're cordial with one another.
Right.
With the people that I don't know, like Nav, Leanna, and Nick, I'm excited to see them reveal more of their personalities down the road. So I don't really have an opinion of them just yet.
Yo, I love Monet, yo. Like, seriously, from the last season, I mean, like the online battle we were on, I don't know if she was a little bit more quiet or maybe we just didn't get enough FaceTime with her. But I just like love her energy. She's so friendly and hilarious, and she's smart. So yeah, I feel like we had a good vibe session. You know, we didn't really talk about any gameplay or anything like that, but I just wanted to try to build a general, connection and see if that would do me well in the game.
Do you have your eye on anybody right now?
I just feel like a lot of people know a lot about me already because I played in like so many of these games already, and people have seen my opinion so much in the podcast or whatnot. So like I feel like people like know who I am, and for the most part, there's no drama. I don't know if you saw this like Survivor 3 that I was on, but me and Fanguy had a little bit of beef at the end of that. But the kind of person that he is, I'm sure that we're gonna squash it early, and I'm not really holding it or nothing.
Yo, it had to happen. I feel like we're even. That's how I feel. And I've told people that. Like, the people who've asked me, I said, look, Dot cost me the game, so I cost Dot the game. And I feel like we're cool. Like, we're even now. I got, you got to see the season. While you were telling people that I was all like, Vanguy's like, who knows what he's thinking? I'm like, Dot's this great guy. He's so awesome. We can just trust him. And I was like, so yeah, I was pissed. I meant what I said. I'll go on camera with it. You played better. Yeah, you probably should have won. But
yeah, I mean, shoot.
Nick,
I mean, something like similar happened to you. It's like, you do all this work and you have to make all these moves because you're like, bro, anything to get to the final 2.
Look, me and Dot made the same mistake in Survival 3. I didn't reach out to Rochelle because we had a little bit of friction. He didn't reach out to Alex because they had a little bit of friction. Looking back, I think part of these games, as you play more of them, because, like for me, I'm a huge target because I've played so many seasons. So I've got to learn, and I've got to learn from my mistakes, and I got to try to learn from other people's mistakes. And that was a huge mistake that I think both Dot and I made on Survival 3, was not immediately reaching out to the people that we had friction with to at least assess the situation, because they will hold that shit against you and they'll come at you with that shit.
Yeah,
I always try to keep it like I said, even with like when Treasure got all pissed at me, I was like, well, I told her I had her back. I didn't tell her I wasn't voting for her.
Right.
I did have her back till it came to the people whose backs I had more.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I do feel like we're even. So I don't have any reason to come at you.
Cool. That's how I feel, bro. I'm always like you, bro. I'm always like you. That's what hurt.
Yeah,
that's why it hurt.
Like the Fan Guy formulas, like talk about the things that he likes about you, the things that he's noticed about you, because it makes you feel good, and then you think that Fan Guy is a great guy and you want to work with him. The thing is, Fan Guy is a great guy, but working with him is dangerous. Yeah, I've always felt like we're similar since like the first game, and I don't, like I said, I'm trying to like not have a whole bunch of like alliance talks, and big alliance aren't gonna happen. So I don't know what's gonna happen with this group of people anyways. But yeah, I would definitely love to stay on the good side of you.
Me too. With you,
like I would love for us to to not be.
Who knows with him? I hate even saying that, man, because I'm trying to mend fences and stuff. I don't know with Dot.
All right, so if you won the HOH, who would you gonna put up? Who was you gonna put up?
Yeah, Leanna came in real hot. Oh wow, damn, we getting right to it.
I gotta get into it.
Okay, I respect it, man. Honestly, I thought about it a little bit before the competition, but I knew it would be tough. I guess I have to be honest.
You sure do, because I already know your game.
Word up. All right, so let me be honest. So I don't know if you saw the last season that I was in, Survivor Season 3, but Fan Guy and I had some problems, and I figured before he tries to get me out, that'd be good to try to get him out first. So probably him. Who else? Who else did I have in mind? I don't know. Probably Mike, I would say. He won the online battle. He's a very strong competitor.
So what person you don't want to see go up? Who you don't want to see go up?
You're using your power.
I'm not playing.
You are using your power for information.
I am. You have to. You have to.
I respect it. Okay.
Y'all playing so many games. I only played this my second time, so y'all have an advantage over me.
Right, true, yeah, play the game. Yeah, I'm not mad about it. Well, to be honest, I feel like I'm trying to play a little bit more free spirited this game. Like I don't really have alliances coming in. I feel like everyone kind of knows each other. Everyone's like really paranoid. I'm glad that we're getting the chat. Like I don't know if this is the chat for us to defend ourselves for you to not vote us out. I don't know.
I wanted to chat with everybody because I don't know who to base it on. I'm just asking questions, right. And that's how I'm gonna base it on.
I was honestly real nervous. I thought that she was treating me that way, but hearing her say multiple times that she's asking everyone the same questions and she's coming with the same energy, gave me a little bit more comfort.
So if you can tag a player, loyal, biggest threat, a snake, who would you pick?
For all those descriptions?
Yeah.
If I can be honest, and I guess you're not really like a rumor spreader. I mean, shoot, I'm gonna be real with you. You decide who goes home, so I'm gonna be real with you. I think that Fan Guy is a snake. I think you have to watch out for him. I think that other people would say the same. What are the other ones? Most
loyal and biggest threat, and the snake.
I think most loyal is Meg. Meg's very honest. I also feel like you're very loyal, very honest. The biggest threat, honestly, I would say the biggest threat is Mike. Mike won this game last time we played it, and he was very confident that he would win. He did win, and he's very confident again. Like he's good.
My conversation with that, he was truthful. I felt like he was truthful. If you would have won, who you would have put up?
If I would have won, yeah. I couldn't win.
Oh, well, if you could have.
I don't have any targets right now, and my goal wasn't to win HOH in the first place. I don't envy your position. Try not to give her too much. She was really upfront about what she wanted to know. So I just kind of, gave her some BS. Yeah.
So who you don't want to see up?
Me. Don't want to see me out there.
All right, so
I can cut it short and tell you what I can do for you if you don't put me up.
Yeah, what can you offer?
One, I'll vote any way you want me to, right? You don't have me, if I'm not on the block, I'm a vote to send whoever you want to go home. I can be one of those votes for you. And then obviously, if I win HOH next round, which I'm not that great at competitions, but if I do, that means you don't see the block.
He ain't give me no information. None at all.
Loyal, I've played with Fan Guy before. He's been my, ride or die in the online battle. I know he's loyal. I mean, everybody else I've kind of worked against in previous games, so he's really the only one that I know for sure I've worked with closely. I felt pretty confident that I'm probably not going to see the block this round unless somebody pulls some shit on me. I think I buttered her up pretty good in the podcast. I did like her as a player, so I made sure to let her know that.
Yeah, so I'm only asking questions. I don't know who to base it off of. So if you would have won HOH, who you would have put up?
Honestly, I'm not sure, but it was either someone I didn't know, or honestly, okay. I'm not sure if this is like the person I would actually put up, but every time I thought about who I wanted to put up, this person just came to mind. For some reason, I kind of wanted to put up Dot, but I feel like if anyone was gonna get nominated, I wouldn't really care about like leaving. I guess if I didn't have to like care about them leaving, maybe Dee Dee. I don't really care about if she leaves, or like what's the other person's name? Nav. I don't care if Nav leaves either.
Oh, Nick was all over. So if you would have won HOH, who you would have put up?
Nick for sure. He would have been my target. Because I played with him in my past season and we didn't really get along.
They wanted the same person. Well, I guess Nick wanted Nav out and Nav wanted Nick out. So I guess that was mutual. So if you can tag a player, loyal, biggest threat, snake, who would it be?
Like all three different people?
Yeah.
Let's see. Biggest snake. I feel bad saying this, but Alex is a pretty big snake. I like the guy, but he definitely has these tendencies to just, do too much or say too much or say the wrong thing. If I had to pick a loyal guy though, DeLeon, I think I had a chat with him. He's really good. He's upfront.
And that's another one I pretty much like, only because he his attitude is the same as mine. It's like he's straightforward and he'll tell you if he don't like you or not.
But I have the same disadvantage as you. I don't know most of these people other than
I know. Yeah. So I mean, I do want to work with you, and I'm only saying that to you, and I'm not saying it to nobody else, only because we have a disadvantage.
Right, exactly. And that's when you won HOH, I was internally very happy. I was like, okay, you know what, this is probably a great thing for me. Maybe even for you, because maybe other people were thinking oh, because you're new or you don't have that many connections, maybe. But for me it was great. I'm like, okay, this could be potentially a start of something really good.
But I mean, I feel like me and him in the same boat. So I mean, I wanted to get to know him. So he wasn't my option at all. Did anybody, besides our all girl, I wanted to tell you was the first girl that I, because I know we all said we was gonna not pick a girl, whatever, right? So that's fine because it's only 5 of us. But what Meg was talking about, saying, all right, we pick our person and we go next to our person. We can't do that because they got 7 guys, 8 guys. I can't put a girl up.
With that kind of confused me. So does she mean
No, I can't put a girl up at all. We all 5 of us stayed together, but I'm just my turn of saying you pick a person. If they're on the other side, you'll have information for us that know the information. That's what I was talking about. I wasn't saying, all right, I'm gonna put you up with your person.
So when you say that, I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you comfortable with us all girls having an alliance?
I do to a certain extent. Only because all right, so me and May, because I'm outspoken and I tell the truth. So me and May played. At the end, she didn't vote for me. She voted to kick me out. She said she didn't, but she did. And then Aspen, I don't have a problem with her. I watched all her seasons. She a winner. She like playing with the dudes.
I don't trust Meg no more, because with Leanna being transparent, with Leanna not well, for me personally, not giving me any reason to not trust her. Why would you do her dirty?
So I mean, I'm not putting up a girl, but you know, I can't speak for other people.
Meg really did you like that though?
Look at my season.
Oh my god. Oh my
Look at my season. Everybody said I should have won because it was a social game and I didn't lie to nobody. I played the honest game the whole time. She said she didn't. She said she voted for Jamel, but you didn't. You came in the chat saying, this person played the best game, and everybody was like, who, Leanna? And it was like, no. She was like, no, Jamel. And I was like, what the heck?
Well, before we run out of time, are you comfortable with forming a solid alliance with me? Like,
yes.
I won't vote you out and you won't vote me out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Virtual handshake. Let's do this. But
yep. So just pay attention.
Yep. This shit is scary. It's like every night I'm learning some new shit, and I don't know who I can trust, and that's.
I sit back and I pay attention.
It's nice creating an official alliance with somebody. I still plan to create something with Meg and Di. I just haven't gotten there yet. But with Leanna being my first person, I 100% trust her. She hasn't given me a reason not to.
I like Monet. To me, I mean, I watched her past seasons. I didn't see her lying to nobody. So who you don't want to see up?
I mean, honestly, the people who we, you know, in our little girl alliance, I hope that we can, you know, stick strong and I'm thinking about trying to get all the I'm trying to think about how I can get all the black people on the alliance together. I know that's crazy, but we can do that. I want to see if we can do it. We could kind of get us to the end because we kind of deserve that. So what do you think about that?
We could. Do she really want that? I don't know if she really mean that. If you could take players as loyal, biggest threat, or a snake, who would they be?
Oh, that's tough. So I'm just going based off of who kind of been, you know, rocking with me. I think Meg is pretty loyal. I like Meg a lot. I think she is gonna play a loyal game where she down the ride.
Why did you take Fang Guy to the end?
Well, you mean like in my first season?
Yeah.
What it really was is I rode with my alliance. I'm loyal, you know. Like if I tell you I'm gonna rock with you, I don't know if it's how I grew up, where I come from, you know, being in the South. My word is my bond. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And so from the jump, I told him and my girl Rochelle.
Yeah, I know you stuck with her.
I told him, I'm like, look, we riding to the end. We're gonna get to the end, and when we get to the end, we'll fight it out then. And that's exactly what happened, which is why in my season I couldn't pick between Fangai and Rochelle, and I let them battle it out. I didn't pick. And both of them will say that, you know, like I didn't choose one over the other. I was like, look, I've got respect for both of y'all. I want y'all to fight it out. I want y'all to battle it out. We said we would get here. That's what we did, you know, and we came as far as we could come as a three-piece, and it just happened to be that Fangai beat Rochelle. So that's kind of how he got to the end, and then I beat him in the end. So, you know.
Yeah, a lot of these people I don't trust. I told y'all, the only people I trust is Dillion, because he outspoken just like me, Monet, and Nev. So I'm just gonna jump into it. I'm only asking some questions. Like, if you was to win, who would you put up?
If I was to win,
if you would have won, who you would have put up?
Good question. I honestly, personally, would go with I would say, okay, this is only because of just like past experiences, probably Days and Dot.
All right, so did you get Alpha Alliance approached by anybody to be in an alliance?
Good question too. No, there's no alliances that are made so far.
So if you was to tag a player as a loyal, biggest threat, or a snake, who would they be?
Nice. I love your questions. So direct. Let's see. I think most loyal, I would say, would be someone like Nav. I think Nav is very loyal. In my season, he was very loyal to me, and I was very grateful for it. Biggest threat would probably be Mike, actually, because he's a really good, like, he is great at games. So I feel like he would be a big threat, although he kind of got out early this first one. But I would say him in terms of just, like, comp threat. And then for Snake, I mean, obviously, if you see my seasons, like, I was a Snake.
Alex, you don't know when he telling the truth, because that's another one of the ones that lie. Like one of his seasons I seen, he lied the whole game for nothing. Half of the time he didn't need to lie, he still was lying. So I mean, it's just hard for me to even believe what he was saying. And who you don't want to see go up?
Me.
Of course. I mean, we got the all girl thing. Oh, and I also wanted to say, you know, like the little girl thing, the all girl thing. I don't know if I misunderstood, but like if we have that one person, I was just saying that one person for is get the information and we can trap. But I think you were saying, or you got to go up next to that one person. We only have 5 people. So
we can't do that yet. We can't do that yet. That won't work until it's us 5 with our 5.
Yes. All right. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to clarification. I was like, all right, so we can stick with the girls.
If we want to roll with like the girl thing, we got 3 extra guys that we got to get out before that. We'll even be able to pull that off.
I think.
What do you want to share? Like, what seems to be the consensus?
I mean, I probably go with. Everybody's pretty much saying the same people. They're pretty much saying the same thing. So all I can go on is that. Everybody, you know, a lot of people saying they don't want to come in with no baggage and they leaving it, but they're still doing the same thing. So if you can name tag a player as the biggest the biggest threat, a loyal person, or a snake, who would you name?
Biggest threat I think is Mike.
Everybody said the same thing. Everybody said the same thing.
He's very.
I seen it, C's. I seen it.
He's gonna.
And
have
he probably would have been the one because he actually said it. If he don't know you, it's easy to vote you.
Snake. I don't know. Nick, just because he snaked me. Yep.
So that's it. I don't know who I'm gonna pick, but I know I gotta pick 2 people.
Well, we have our like girls group.
Yeah. So it's not gonna be a. I'm gonna honor that, you know. So it's not gonna be a girl. I guess I go with the house. The house say the same name.
Yeah.
So I mean that might be the safest bet.
Probably at this point.
Everybody saying the same name.
Who's the other person?
Alex.
Really? People think he's the biggest snake, huh? I think that he plays that way for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people would be upset with that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But you got to think about veto too. That's why, like, I wouldn't say Mike, because Mike could go into a veto and easily win.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have that vendetta coming against you, which is not.
I don't know.
Because he's really good at challenges. He's big though. You want to go for him right away?
I don't know who else. Who else to go with?
Probably Dazed. Just because I feel like I really have no idea where he's at.
I don't know if they played together. I don't think they did. But I think she just have this little thing with him because of the podcast. If you can take players as loyal, biggest threat, or snake, who you pick?
Biggest threat for me would be probably Alex. Snake would be probably Days, and what was the third one again? Loyal, probably Monet.
Yeah, that's what I said too. If you won HOH, who you would have put up?
I probably would have put up Nav or Days.
Everybody keeps saying Days. I think she said Days because she forgot about Alex. This is my first time meeting you.
I know. Hi, how are you?
I mean, I've seen your season.
Which one?
All of them. All of them. And
Yep.
you act just like me.
You know I'm here to get us these ratings, baby.
You
We gonna
act
be on
just like
TV.
me. You straightforward. You don't sugarcoat nothing, and that's what I like.
I don't see a point in doing that. If you're gonna say what you say what you say, and mean what you say.
So if you can take a player, loyal, biggest threat, or a snake, who would they be?
A snake or a biggest threat? Ooh. I know Monet and D are not snakes. Like D is straight up.
Man,
Monet is real chill.
I already know that.
Aspen real chill. It's
So
crazy.
how you feel about how you feel about Mike?
Mike is a big threat. He is when I tell you he's very good at competitions, like he beat me. Like he's quick with it. But the thing with Mike is I have no doubt he get back with the battle bag.
Yep. But I don't know.
He said he wants to work with me this season. He wanted to like team up. And I was like, I'm my own, like honestly, I was like, I have no, like I'm not trying to build an alliance, but like if you want to work with me towards the beginning, that's fine. She's doing what she wants to do, so she's doing fine.
So who you don't want to see up?
Besides myself, you know, I really like Aspen. That's no secret. We've been pretty cool. I like DeLeon, you know, he seems like a really funny guy. I really appreciate him. So I would kind of not be super happy to see those two up. It wouldn't like piss me off, but I would just prefer not to see him go. And here's a fun fact for you. Yesterday, I only had one chat, and it was the person I requested. I had it narrowed down to two people I wanted to talk to. You know who those two people were?
Who?
You and DeLeon. And I'm like, oh, I'll do DeLeon and I'll do Leanna next time. And then you end up winning, and I'm like, man, if only I had picked Leanna, I could have had some credit there. Because I didn't watch all of it, but I watched a good chunk of your season, and I loved you. You know, I put that comment on the first video. You were hilarious.
So was you approached by anybody to make a alliance, a group, or you're not gonna vote them out? Or
Fan Guy and Days, where we said, you know, we're not gonna target each other right off the bat. You know, we don't have to be BFFs, but we're gonna be cool with each other for a little, right? And I'm like, yeah, we'll be cool with each other for a little.
so if you can take a player as loyal, biggest threat, or a snake, who would they be?
I think, from what I know, Aspen's pretty loyal. From what I know, I think Alex is a bit of a snake. Biggest threat, I'm gonna say, would be who's really good all around. Oh my god. God, there's just so many good people this season. You know, I this might be a controversial choice, but I'm gonna say Dee Dee. Dee Dee's crazy good at this game. I don't think she gets enough credit for it. I like her, but she's crazy good at this game.
Okay, so I don't have nothing to base on. I don't have no hard feelings or nothing against nobody. I have to pick two. I felt like if I didn't win the challenge, I would have been going up, because in your last season, you said if you didn't know a person, you would. It's easy to put them up.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like I was going up because I didn't get a chance to play with a lot of people. So I felt like I had to win that HOH because I knew I was going up. So I mean, I don't have nothing against nobody. I just have to pick two people. I don't know what two I'm picking. I just have to pick two.
Yeah. No, and for what it's worth, if you pick me, I mean, I'll be upset, but I'm not gonna like hate you for it. But I'll say this: if you don't pick me, I really do want to work with you. I could tell pretty fucking clearly she wanted to fucking put me in. I could just fucking tell. I'm sorry. I'm trying so hard not to swear as much this season, and it's clearly going great.
Was you approached by any other people trying to make an alliance or wanted to work with you?
Oddly enough, I'm kind of worried because no. Like, my thing is, I told you I wanted to work with you and Meg, and then Nick was in that first chat.
Nick was in the first chat.
I wasn't going to put Nick up if I was head of household this time because I gave him my word that I wasn't.
Yeah.
But he is at the top of my list of people that I'm more than okay seeing go.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I was going to hold to my word just so, like I was. I want to work with you and Meg.
Mike told me that he had a chat with him and Days, and it was like, all right, we not gonna beef, we just gonna stick together, we not gonna vote each other out. But he didn't tell me that. I don't trust none of them. All right, so if you could tag a player as loyal, biggest threat, or a snake, who would they be?
I told you, legitimately, the reason I want to work with you and Meg is I think y'all are the two most loyal players.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I've seen in previous seasons. That's how I like to play. Everyone else, I'm kind of sketched. Even the people I worked with in the past. I'm sketched about Alex. I'm sketched about Dazed. I'm sketched about Dot. Just because they've all shown me that they cut people way too soon. Like, yo, like.
I mean, I have a lot of dirt on a lot of people, and that was my goal.
Listen, girls, we need a new name because Daddy's Girls is just super creepy. So, do we like Ladies' Night or the Matriarchy?
Oh, okay.
I just want to solidify, like, are we like an alliance? Like, solidified.
The girls, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So what we calling ourselves? Ladies' Night? Is that what Meg said?
How about Matriarchy? It sounds sexier. Sounds very classy. Sounds
Leanna,
good.
I hate to ask, but who are you thinking about putting up?
I don't know.
Leanna, do you have a target?
No.
Target.
I don't have a target.
It's just gonna be 2 men.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 men. Yeah,
I mean, do y'all have a target?
all I can say is I'm not playing scared. So I mean, if they put me up, they put me up.
That's okay. Tell them.
Well,
I mean, that's all I can do. Because I mean, how we gonna get out the biggest targets, the strongest competitive if we play scared? So,
True.
it
If
is
you
what
put
it
up Dazed and somebody else, and then one of them comes down on veto, then you can put Mike up as the backdoor target.
Ooh. Okay.
If
Mike
you
is
put
really
Mike up,
smart, though.
Mike, I think, in my opinion, Mike's the biggest threat to get furthest because he's the best at challenges. So if we put him in a situation where he can play a veto, the odds that he wins are pretty high.
I mean, I got a lot of information from everybody, so you'll be surprised who everybody see.
Ooh.
Who?
Okay.
Just everybody who they say. You know who they say.
Did anybody say any of us?
People got the singing.
Yep.
Who? Spill the tea.
I can't. Some of them confide in me, so I can't. But I mean, some of your names came up.
Hey, so who you feel like you like trusting you the most? You know.
The only person name didn't come up was Monique. Well, no, I take that back. All your names came up. No, yeah, all your names came up.
What? Dang.
Wow.
Yep, all your
You mind spilling who?
I mean,
them boys are scared.
Yep.
That's the thing that I'm like, I don't know if I can trust her because I don't know, like, if we're a part of an alliance. I knew she wasn't going to say who, but I just wanted to see if she was going to say who. So I just asked just for fun anyway to see if she was going to do it. But that the fact that she didn't is kind of not proving the point that I tried to get the Meg to be like, well, I don't know about Leanna. I don't know if we put 100% in her because I seen her like kind of jump ship a little bit, or due to the fact that she couldn't tell us, even though we're a solidified alliance, was kind of bothersome to me.
We back, bruh.
Round
We
two.
back. Let's go. So I'm gonna cut to the chase. Has Alex came up to you, tried to talk to you? What's up with you and Alex? What's up with you and Fan Guy?
So
What's up
me,
with
nah. Fan Guy and I did get to talk and just kind of like get on the same page. We hadn't like talked since the end of the season that we were on together last time.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to touch base a little bit. I think we're both making sure we don't hate each other and shit.
Okay.
And then I mean, Alex and I haven't talked yet, not one-on-one. I don't know. I kind of feel like the whole like alliance thing is, I don't know. I don't really see it as much this season, man. Like, I feel like a bunch of alliances have been built, and a lot of them have crumbled. And you know, at least like for me, it hasn't like worked out for me to like try to join an alliance at the beginning and try to like do other stuff.
Okay, so you're not down for the all black alliance, huh? You gonna let your people down like that, huh?
Well, it's always a factor. It's always a factor.
I'm just saying, y'all know us niggas need to come together now.
Word. Well, like when I saw this chat, like the first thing that I was thinking is like, I feel like from my perspective, all three of us think like so differently. Just like I think from like just like playing with y'all and like doing podcasts with y'all, I feel like we just like we bring so many different perspectives. So it is interesting, like if we put our brains together, like what kind of like ideas or perspectives we come up with, you know?
Dot was being so sketch. Honestly, it was not looking good for Dot wanting to work with us.
You know, I feel like I always get like a good vibe from Dee Dee for the most part. She's always herself. Like she's never really pretending, you know. I don't really feel like Aspen and I are that close. We all need to look out for Aspen, man. Like she sits back and she plays cool and she's chill. What we've seen from her track record and from her podcast is that her mind is fully in the game. She knows what she's doing. She has a lot of research from competition shows, and she plays to win. So, like, as much as I've always loved Aspen's vibe, I just know that she's really smart. She knows what she's doing. So, I just don't see myself pairing up with Aspen, and actually, I think I'm going to find myself more on the opposite sides of her and trying to get her out of the game.
I wanted to say hi to Nick because I don't know Nick. So hi, Nick.
Hi.
I forgot who else there was. Wow, Nick just peaced out.
Go back.
As soon as I'm like, I want to get to know you, he's like, bye.
While he's out of here, I have heard that there's maybe an all winners alliance going on.
All winners?
From their first chat that they all had together.
Really?
Somebody told me that in passing. Like,
no, who told you that?
I don't want to say.
Thank God, you know how I get down.
I've never told a lie. You can trace my games. Someone told me that.
Well, who told you? What's the point in saying that if you're not going to say who said it?
To warn you guys that they might be happening, so you can keep your eyes open.
You're not warning me of anything if I don't know where the information is coming from.
Okay.
Don't worry, we got a big chat tonight. I'ma ask.
Then don't you know. I try to put shit like let me give you an analogy of what DeLeon did in this conversation. I hand him a peace offering and say, "Here, bro, I'm trying to work with you. I'm trying to exchange some information with you." He takes my fucking olive branch, rips a leaf off, wipes his ass with it, and slaps me in my face.
From a protection standpoint, now that you say that, and I didn't think about it, but it does.
I was trying to do you a favor. I don't know why you got to like twist it. Like I'm legit trying to like.
That's not doing me a favor.
I'm not a winner.
That there was going to be a winners alliance.
So I have nothing nice to say about him. He will be my target going forward.
The people who have won in the past are clearly threats.
Nick, what do you have to say about that?
There isn't even like a reason for them to like align with each other. That
Nick, is there an all winners alliance?
Nick, is there an all winners alliance?
I don't know if it's like an alliance. I mean, like they didn't say like so basically.
So it is.
The chats I had,
thank you.
Was like in the day. I think it was day one. It was like an all winners chat. Everyone was a winner within that chat, and like no one said there's gonna be no one said there's gonna be like an alliance, but like I think it was like Alex that said like we shouldn't target each other.
We stole Nick's lunch money in that chat. If you ask him an upfront question, he's gonna spill the beans, and he did. I think the big takeaway from it was him kind of, turning it all on Alex. Should probably let Alex know that.
Have you talked to Leanna yet?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
I mean, I don't feel amazing.
Yeah, she was very direct with her questions, for sure. So,
I just get the feeling she made it sound like I lied a lot in the past. She said,
She said the same to me.
She said, "I don't know you. You made it sound like you'd put up someone you didn't know in previous seasons." And it's like, oh, that's not what I wanted to hear. So, I have a really quick, hey, Nav.
Hey.
you were really ready to vote.
I was, yeah.
Who were you gonna vote? I want to know.
I was gonna vote Nick.
I called it because I'm like, he doesn't like Nick. What is probably Nick's?
Dude, I don't think Nick likes anyone from his past season, like me and you, because me and Nav voted against him.
Yeah, we voted him out. Yeah, it's a natural
Alex,
talking point.
when Leanna asked me who the biggest snake was, I said you.
Okay, I'll have to come clean. When Leanna asked me who I think is the biggest target, I said you, Mike.
Okay, well there you go. It's fine. I wasn't trying to put a target on you. I'm just telling I can't.
No,
lie.
I don't want to lie either. And I thought I just said you're the biggest comp threat, so that's really why.
Nav, when you were on the podcast from the last time, you made it sound like you didn't know me. Do you not know who I am, or were you just kind of like?
I'll be honest, because I've been playing this for a really long time and everything sort of blurs together. And I'm really bad with people's names and such. So I'm sure we've crossed paths.
We played together a bunch.
We did?
Yeah. I'm
Can you remind me?
Yeah, I'm Chocolate Lab.
Oh,
I was Joe in All Stars, and you can go back from there.
See, I know you as Chalk is the thing. I know you as Chalk.
You don't know me as this.
Right.
I literally recruited you to this series, and then on the podcast, I'm like, I recruited you to the series, and then you were like, oh, I don't know who he is, and I'm like, are you just trying this weird thing?
I've never seen your picture
If it comes down to a vote, and it's just me up there and not one of you two, I hope you guys will have my back in a vote.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would do the same for either of you, absolutely. I hope I don't have to pick.
Yeah.
Break my little heart. But I so badly want us three to do so well because I know you two are competitors and I really like playing with competitors. Is my mistake just wanting to talk to Leanna and Deleon and picking Deleon? I'm going to really be the first boot because I didn't do anything.
My whole thing is I won't put up two strong people and let them two fight it out. Only one coming back.
But the thing with that is one of them has to come back, and I don't want you to put yourself in jeopardy because they're going to come back for you.
She said she ain't playing no scared game.
I ain't playing no scared game. Yeah, I ain't playing no scared game, but I mean, I already talked to both of them, and they know my reasons why if I do. So
that's bold. I like that.
Yep.
Who would you replace if one of them came down?
Probably Nick. The only reason why I didn't put up Nick, which I wanted to, because he just people easily could entice him to change his mind.
Why not Dazed? Is he on the table?
I mean, not for me. He said he don't have nothing against me.
Okay.
And I didn't get no vibes that he do.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why I didn't think about him. Everybody wanted Days out for some reason. He didn't do me nothing. Even Mag asked me, can you tell me why you're not putting up him? So I just don't want to do other people work. If you want him up, you have to win HOH and you put him up. All right, I'm gonna say the same thing I probably told all y'all. If I wouldn't have won, I think I would have won. I would have went up because I didn't play with a lot of y'all. So I don't have no hard feelings with the two nominations that I'm about to make. I just went with the majority. After my questions, they all say the same thing. So my first nomination is Mike and Alex. Sorry.
I'm so sick of starting every game on the back foot. I literally did nothing.
My game plan is to win a veto, but then after that, hopefully sway everyone else to not vote Mike out. I need chaos. I need some things to happen here. If I survive this, I will just keep playing the underdog. I'll go up every single time. I don't care. but I'll just be like, hey, I'm a bigger threat. Keep me around. That's my game plan.
Who will win the first power of veto of the season? And will it be used to save either Alex or Mike from the block? Find out tomorrow night on Little Brother.